we are going to have our musical guest, so I'd like you all to direct your attention to the library for singer, songwriter, musical comedian, Jaydan Heather-Mowski.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Robert Moses. I always joke, I always say, you know, I love, whenever I go to somebody's house and I see they have the Power Brokers there, and I'm always like, I'm going to ask them if they've read it. They've never read it.
Thank you so much.
But I do like to read. Anybody like to read here? Good. A literate crowd. Sometimes they're not. I love to read, and I wrote this song after a book that I read. I read this book about the sinking of the Lusitania. She was a passenger ship that they said was unsinkable. And this was like 3 years after the Titanic. So that's a crazy thing to think. It took one torpedo from the German scope, boom, she sank. This whole ordeal pretty much started World War I. But I can't stop thinking about this one guy's misfortune. His name was Richard Pritchard. He was gonna be a doctor, but in case you misheard, his mom named him Richard when his last name was Pritchard. Not sure I'd forgive her if my tombstone read Richard Pritchard. Oops, sorry I spoiled it. Richard did not survive. Well, they never found his body, so I guess they assumed he died. His mother searched and searched, sent letters asking questions, but that's not the part that's most depressing. Cause what she found out is that he called himself Preston. Oh. I know the main takeaway is something about World War I, but I'm down too deep this hole, who cares, that's a war we won. He went by Preston Pritchard, that's so much better than Richard Pritchard. Wait, no, that's kinda lame, cause whereas it used to rhyme, now it alliterates. I fucking hate this guy, Richard Pritchard. Now the ending of this book is some conspiracy level shit. Some British spies who read the codes could have prevented it. But up until this point, the US hadn't taken a side, and the British thought, well, we'd join if all these Americans died. Guess what? The US joined World War I. I don't know if you know that. So here's my theory. I think it's pretty strong. Oh, Richard Pritchard did 9/11. He also killed Kennedy, the 2016 election. Oh, Richard Pritchard says Obama's a Kenyan. He did the insurrection, but mostly 9/11 was Richard Pritchard. 9/11, Richard Pritchard. 9/11. 9/11. It was an inside job by Mr. Richard Pritchard. You thought Dick Cheney was bad. Now you know Mr. Richard Pritchard did 9/11. 9/11.
These are actually good. I have one during the show. These are
Thank you all so much. I was gonna do a new song from I have a new album coming out next month.
It's like a little disc.
I have a country music cabaret that I do all about my transition. And we have a show coming up on the 18th of November down at Pangea. And I have an album coming out the Friday before. And I'd love for you all to listen to it. But I was so inspired watching the show backstage. I am a cyclist myself, and sometimes I cycle down the West Side Highway, and I wrote this song about something that I see all the time there. So I'm going to sing that one instead. I'm terrible at promoting myself, so just go listen to my album when it comes out, please, okay? This song's not on it, but just go listen to it. Y'all remember that fake German heiress who convinced the whole world she was a philanthropist? Her friends discovered she was just a con artist. I bet you'll never guess how they confronted her on it. They had an intervention at the frying pan. That shitty bar restaurant on the Hudson. They overpaid for margaritas, then said, "We know you stole our money, girlfriend, and we just got robbed again, 'cause we're at the frying pan for your intervention." I forgot to say this was about Anna Delvey. So I'm glad, thanks for laughing, but it would have been better if you knew that this was about that Inventing Anna show. Y'all, I know that word is usually reserved for actual addictions like drugs or alcohol. Well, I just reread and book to be sure I read it right. She literally says it's intervention time. They had an intervention at the frying pan. And all the restaurants in all of Manhattan, they overpaid for cheap sangria, then said, "We know you stole our money, girlfriend, and we just got robbed again, 'cause we're at the frying pan for your intervention." And they had an intervention at the frying pan. That shitty bar restaurant on the Hudson. They overpaid for margaritas, then said, "We know you stole our money, girlfriend, and we just got robbed again, 'cause we're at the frying pan for your intervention." Thank you all so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.